Greetings. I am Legacy Moon, and this is True Crime and Mysteries. Welcome to all my first-time visitors, my returning guests, and of course, welcome back to all of my current subscribers. Today, I have a call here from Phone Calls from Prison, and it is between Sonya and Nesto. Now, this call came out 2 days ago in members in Patreon. So if you are not a member or on Patreon, not only have you not heard this call yet before she put it on the regular platform, but you're still not going to get the full call. This call was an hour long, and only 30 minutes of it is posted. So if you want to hear the call in its entirety, you would have to join the membership or you would have to join Patreon. And also, for me, I have not heard a lot of people reviewing this call yet, because it came out in the middle of the night, and Phone Calls from Prison has really been hitting us with the material these past few days. So, not everybody is kind of up to speed. For me, I don't review these calls. I just pick pieces out of the calls and do commentary, with the exception of Dion. I think I did that entire call because that was epic. For this call right here, I'm not really going to focus on all of the things that happened during the call, because I do take issue with the entire call, but I take issue with some of the things that Sonya said in the beginning of the call. So in my Phone Calls from Prison voice, let's take a listen.
Okay. I was gonna
He's
take.
not going to go to court.
Huh?
And there is a bond on that. He said there is a bond on that. You will get bonded out on that. It's not a crime where you touch somebody or anything like that. Possession of a picture is bondable.
Oh, it is.
Yes, it is. He said it's just possession of a picture. So it is bondable.
What? That
Yes,
just
it
sounds
is.
so fucking stupid to me.
I know.
And wait a minute, no. The shit you gave me in that is a stupid. My head.
Did you see it?
I didn't see the picture.
No.
Is that what you're talking about?
I was wondering, did you see the picture of the charge? Yeah.
Oh, I ain't looked at that yet.
Hey, so you know what this man gonna tell me?
What is that?
He pisses me off every day.
Let's not forget that Sonya keeps insisting that she's a paralegal and works for a criminal defense lawyer. And I guess in her part-time work, she plays a full-on attorney because she just seems to know the law better than anyone. But I still do not believe, though it's not proof, I do not believe she's an attorney. She is a paralegal. What I do believe is likely is that when she went to jail, I believe she worked in an attorney's office to work off her bill. And that's probably what she did. The closest thing she's come to the law is being arrested. This lady, who seems to degrade people who commit crimes, has been arrested and served time in jail. So let's keep all that in mind as we continue to listen.
I don't know why, he went back and said something when you should just listen to the lawyer. Okay, first of all, because he was
Wait.
Let me tell you what he tried to say. He didn't, I'm talking about your lawyer.
Okay.
He didn't ask her to go forward and contribute any more money to this case because he's going to need a new case and a new lawyer because I don't do this and he shouldn't ask her because if he do he's going to end up in divorce court because she's at her wit's end, this, that, and the other. Okay, first of all, you the motherfucker that told her. Let's be clear. Me telling him what his case look like, I'm supposed to because that's his business.
Now that's all I'm going to play of that call. They further go on to discuss, or Sonya goes on to tell Nesto that the lawyer is to no longer speak to Shirley. You know, Shirley Strawberry, his wife, the woman paying the bill. She says that the lawyer should only speak with her and Dion. And, you know, he's going along with it. And see, his problem wasn't so much, I don't think, Krell Lewis telling Shirley Strawberry what was going on. I think it was the charge. I think he was probably going to try to think of a way to finagle up a story that would make sense. Now, here's what I want to say about all of this. Sonya keeps making a big deal. First of all, she said it was a picture. Now, all along, according to the warrants, it was more than a picture. That's number one. And number two, the whole idea of it's just a picture. Excuse me, it's a picture of CP. That person in that picture is a victim of a crime. Possession of that picture is a crime. That child, who they believe the children in these photos are between the ages of 11 and 13, that child could be being abused by her parents, his or her parents, because they didn't, I don't think they specified the sex. So they could be abused by their parents. They could be being abused by another family member, a neighbor, a teacher. They could have been abducted, trafficked, all of these things. That child in that picture, and at the time as she refers to as a picture, and it's bondable, that is a crime. It's a crime to possess it, and a crime is being committed against the child in the photo. The fact that the photo is taken is a crime. Now, there is a man in jail, and I cannot remember his name, but he was an offender, a sex offender, and he did snuff films. So what he did was he went over to one of those third world countries, or I think something like Thailand or the Philippines, and he had, a couple of women working for him. They would abduct these children and do snuff films. Now, if you don't know what a snuff film is, you can Google it, but it's nothing nice. And in the end, somebody is unalived. Now, this man was eventually caught, convicted, and two of the women that worked for him were caught and convicted. These are photos and films of children being harmed. And you can't just type something in the internet to get these pictures. You have to go on the dark web to get this stuff. So it's not like it's just out there, like it's just a picture and anybody can find it. It doesn't work like that. And she is too thick in the head to realize that it's a crime. So now today we find out he had his preliminary hearing for the CP charges. And not only do we find out that these pictures, these images are on there, and these girls were between the ages of 11 and 13, we also find out that his two daughters, who we've already heard are on the victims list, but we didn't know why. But now we do. We find out today he has been inappropriate in a sexual way with his daughters. Now, how anyone does not find that disturbing is beyond me. So let's review. We have pictures of children between the ages of 11 and 13. That is considered CP. We have some SA victims on a list. And we also have now 2 of his biological children on the list. And may I also add, in these pictures with these children was bestiality, I'm sorry. So if you want to hear more details about that, if you haven't checked out Pam, the Law Intellect, or Dennis Byron, you should go on ahead and check them out. Pam really gets deep into explaining everything that went on at the hearing. Dennis spoke about how she took really good notes. Dennis also gave good information, and their information was pretty much the same, but he's very comical. And not only that, he just couldn't fathom those charges and what he heard in court. It was very disturbing to him, as it is to me and probably everybody else. I really wish peace and blessings for those children. I hope that if they're in harm, they're removed from harm's way, some kind of way, rescued. And what Sonya doesn't realize is that crime follows you for the rest of your life. And I don't mean the perpetrator, I mean the victim. Trust me. And she doesn't seem to understand. Like the one victim, well, why didn't she say something back in such and such a year? Why didn't she do this? Why didn't she do that? Most victims don't tell. They don't tell. I know that for a fact. I happen to be one of them. I was 5 years old. I am a woman of a particular age right now. Not as old as Sonya, but I am a woman of a particular age. And the first time I told somebody, anybody, was 4 years ago. That is the first time. And I only ever told that one person. And now I'm saying it. I would think a person who was shot and has to carry those injuries for the rest of her life by an ex-boyfriend would understand what a victim goes through. The scars that someone of child sex abuse, those scars are not seen. You cannot see the scars, but they're there mentally. And you don't know the impact that that crime has on the person that is being perpetrated against. So Sonya, the paralegal, who thinks that her man, who was found in possession of CP, who has been accused of SA, and has been accused of being sexually inappropriate with his children. All of these people are lying? Do you really think so, Sonya? Don't you think you need to take a second look at your man, the one you're capping for? I know you're probably too ignorant, but yes, that's what you need to do. I just wanted to do this video and point that out. I don't want that part of this phone call to be missed. I want everybody to understand that it's not just a picture. it is a child that is being harmed. My name is Legacy Boom. I thank you very much for your time. Hey everybody, I want to apologize for this video. I always, when I'm editing, I listen back to things and I just can't do it. So if it's not a good quality, I just want to apologize in advance. And I would also like to apologize for my outburst. Please enjoy the eclipse that we had today. And once again, thanks for watching.